like people don't even wash their damn hands.
Oh yeah,
It's
totally.
Oh, it's gross.
yeah. You have a preference on the rack? Turtle or town?
Not really.
Okay. So it's rack your own, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple.
Let me call you. On your side.
My teeth.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. How are you, Stephanie? Welcome to another broadcast of Who's the Dominant Beast from PNW Pool Thing.
We have a very special Friday the 13th matchup for you tonight, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight, we have
Ooh.
Anthony Collins, Sarah Myers-Mitchell playing 10 ball.
Yeah, this will be interesting. One of the things that's interesting about it, of course, is the fact that Sarah was here last night and she played pretty well. Anthony is returning for another chance to be on the wall of Dominant Beasts. So the question is, will Anthony earn his spot or will Sarah have two?
Yeah, go back-to-back wins. We're about to find out. Race to 11 tonight. We are alternating break. No early 10s. Here we go.
Ooh, look at that lag.
All right.
Anthony wins the lag.
Breaking first.
And his nice red shirt.
Yeah, nice to have him back.
Yeah, always love to see him.
He brought his lovely wife with him, Bianca. They are traveled up here from Salem on a Friday.
Nice.
That's some commitment.
Oh, right, because of traffic and everything. Salem's a weird place to drive through. It's just like everybody tailgates, and then everybody has to slam on their brakes. And
Well, then you come through the curves, too, coming into Portland.
the Terwilligers.
Yeah, the Terwilligers.
Right. Yeah, so it is a commitment, but always great to see them. It's awesome that they made the trek up here.
And while Sarah is closer, she is by no means a local up here to Vancouver. She lives down by where Legends used to be, so a little bit of a trek for her too. But here we go, 10 ball.
Yeah, he broke those. Got a lot of nice action out of them. His cue ball didn't manage to get kicked in any pockets, but
He also didn't sink anything.
yeah. He hasn't left a whole bunch. Like, who wants this as their opening shot in a match, you know? But if you make it, it's awesome. Like, take that. Oh, dribble in.
Oh,
man.
oh.
She didn't get that new cloth love on that shot.
Nope. Still dealing with the new cloth. You know, we're still probably under 50 hours played on this table so far since the new cloth. Still getting broken in.
Ooh, look at that. Yeah, I think, what was it? Like when we were in Vegas, they had a bunch of tables that were recovered and people were saying, yeah, they get broken in after about like 4 hours. But that's 4 hours without anybody cleaning them for a while. So,
For at least 4 hours.
This table gets probably cleaned after every 3.
It's true.
So let's see here. She's got a pretty decent shot at this 2 ball. Not too difficult to get shape on the 3. Just don't scratch. However, look at that 5-9. Well, what do you think she's going to try here? Think she'll try and draw it and stay to the left of the gray 6?
I think so.
Okay. Ooh, she's done it, and then she went behind it.
Get around it.
Oh, no.
Oh, slightly hooked.
There's a disturbance in the force with this shot.
She's going to try to masse around it. She got it.
But no rail?
She got the cue ball hit the rail.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was busy correcting that exposure situation. All right.
Is there a way that he can break this out and make it?
Well, let's say he shoots the 4 past the gray 6 into the lower right corner. He draws it back with a bunch of inside spin. I still don't think it's going to get there. So he might just go back and forth, play for a bank. Well, what he's done is give her an ideal shot to break that out.
Yep.
Just got to.
She's got to be jazzed about that.
Oh yeah, so jazzed.
I saw her doing jazz hands in the corner.
No,
just
before
kidding.
the shot.
Yay!
When you said that, for some reason I pictured her with grilled cheese sandwiches on her hands. I have no idea why. Anyway, she did a good job of breaking that out, and she maintained the location of her 5 ball, so she can make this and roll forward for a shot on the gray 6.
We're just moving forward off of jazz hands equal grilled cheese hands.
I was really
What
trying
the
to move
shit
on.
are you talking about? Oh no! She bumped that 6 against the 10.
I was reading about where the grilled cheese sandwich came from, and the earliest known reference to it in any cookbook was 1861. So sorry, I got grilled cheeses on the mind. Oh, nice save. Okay, so she tapped her cue a little bit. That's probably because she's thinking it leaked out. Yeah, I think he's probably got a decent cut on the 6 ball down into that corner pocket. Do you think he has to plan on bouncing back and forth, or do you think he can hold it? If he tries to hold it, he's still probably going to have a little bit of a steep shot on the 7, but that works in his favor for getting position on the 8. Okay, doing the back and forth route, but just underhit it if that's the case.
Still cuttable.
Travis Hernandez in the chat.
Now, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us on this lovely Friday the 13th evening.
Todd Brewer and Dylan in the chat.
Chris Law.
Full melt.
Oh, back to grilled cheeses.
Right.
PNW Pool Thing, your home of amateur pool matches and grilled cheese fun facts.
Well, the grilled cheese fun fact was development after, well, I heard a song say as American as apple pie, and I was like, I bet it wasn't even invented in America. No, it came from England in the 14th century. So.
Wait a minute. Didn't you just tell us grilled cheese came about
That was like 1860.
in a cookbook?
Yeah, but it got really popular. The open-faced grilled cheese during the Depression era was a thing that became common, and it was called like
Nice shot.
the Dream Melt. Depression era open-faced grilled cheese sandwich. Okay. This will be an interesting shot here. A little flat on the 8.
Yep, he
He's
has
going to pocket the ball. Difficult to do too much with it.
all the way across the table, all the way across the table, and back across the table. Oh.
Yeah, those shots are tough. And so this is 10 ball, so he didn't call that. It's going to be Sarah's shot. And she's got the option.
She's not going to give that back to him.
Oh, I know.
And she's a shooter, so
Yep, I had a real good time watching the way she shot last night.
agreed.
And like I said last night, the way she hits the ball kind of reminds me of Earl.
Yeah.
Earl the Pearl.
Love his classic freakouts.
Right. Well, he's just a unique individual, and how much like energy he's got coursing through him, you know, so he's always trying to temper that.
Boom.
Nice.
Sarah's on the board.
Sunk it.
Look at this nice room. Looking good.
Looking real good. Nice and sultry. Check out those eagles.
Both babies back in the nest
Yeah.
for now.
Well, now that they're both flying, I think both their parents are trying to help them learn how to hunt.
Yeah, it looks like one of them's eating something. Dinner time for Eagles.
Okay, she's on the board. Let's see how this break goes for her. So we've seen Anthony's break.
And let's check Sarah's 10-ball break.
Much more controlled, don't you think?
Oh, wow. Yep.
Yeah, that 5-ball dribbled into the corner. I like the speed she hit that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
What else went
there's
down?
like an
4-ball went down
emphasis
too.
on hitting the
Nope,
balls
four's
as hard
there.
as you
5.
can. Yeah, had she held her cue ball in the center
2-ball
of the
went
table
down.
a little
That's
bit
what it was.
better, she would have a really great run-out opportunity. The 3 is blocked by the 7 and the 8. So rightly so, she plays a scratch,
No.
but she finds that angle to go right in the drink.
Oh, I like what she was trying there.
Yeah.
Get it down to that end. She left that 1 ball pretty much perfect for that cue to be all the way down there. And
Well, if you look at it right here, like that path in between the 2-9 goes straight to the corner. So from this angle, it doesn't seem like the scratch was all that unlikely. All right, Anthony. 2-ball to the 3-ball. What you can do? Probably going to try and draw above the 10. Does a good job of that.
yep, that was a nice shot.
It was always going to be tricky to get some shape on this 3 that wasn't a pretty steep cut.
Mm-hmm.
Just because beating the 10 on the draw shot, you're going to bounce off that long rail towards the center of the table. So,
And this is kind of tricky because he needs to have it fade closer to the rail to beat that 7.
well, probably just bank the 3 over by the 4. Something like that. There's plenty of stuff to hide behind right here. So he did the right thing.
Yep, that was good.
Yep, I don't think she can go by the 10, obviously. So,
She's
maybe-
going to have to come behind it.
yeah, kick in between the 9-4 with some outside spin. I'm thinking, yeah, I don't know. Okay, she's going to go in between the 10 and 9 and maybe hold it up. Yeah, she did
Nice.
a great job.
Good hit. Keep rolling.
Okay. Now, on dirtier cloth, I would say with some slow inside, you could probably get it to come off the rail as much as in between the 9-10. But I think in this case, you're going to have to play for above the 6. So you can shoot the 4 in between the 6-7. Oh. Oh, he's gotten a fortunate roll.
Oh, I think you can see it.
Mm-hmm. But
Oh,
he's
yeah.
he's not out of the woods yet because the 6 doesn't go by the 7.
Nope.
The 7's close to the pocket, so a combo is pretty likely. If he chooses to go that way, he can come backwards and shoot the 6 into the same pocket, though. That's what he's done. He's just hit it a little firm.
Okay, what are you going to do with this 6?
Ooh, Ned Winter and Todd Brewer wagering on the match in the chat.
Are you
Love
going
to
to try
see
to
that.
cut it to the bottom right and use that 7 as a blocker? You're going to just call the 7 and go...
Yeah, we'll see if he's
I feel
trying.
like I'd call the 7 here. Or... Nope, he's play safety.
Yep, nice containing shot that puts Sarah in a position, especially because this particular angle. Now she might be able to widen it, bank it into the side, and hold the cue ball. But that's what she needs to do if she's going to go after it.
Freaking nails it.
She really does. But did she hold the cue ball enough?
I don't know. I think she did.
You are correct. However, this one's a little.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is going to be a tricky shot. But not if you just bank it back at you. I thought she was going to try to
missed
cut
the
it.
scratch. Nice.
Yep, that was excellent.
Let's see. There's a good drag shot here to hold for the 10. A little bit of a tester of a shot, unless you're real comfortable with the drag shot. Okay, so she wasn't comfortable with the drag shot.
Oh, and she got the scratch.
Yeah. Now, is she just going to give that to Anthony, or is she going to make him take the ball in hand and shoot it?
Take the ball in hand and shoot it.
You know, I always like to shoot it because I came to play pool. You know, this isn't golf where the object is to play the least amount of golf.
Let's I think we got 3 eagles in the nest now.
Wow, 3 entire eagles.
3 goals.
Man, what a blessing it's been to have 2 eagles hatch and fledge. After
It's been a really great eagle season.
Right, the last 2 eagle seasons in a row, the eggs never hatched. I guess they were probably never fertilized.
Right.
Even though we did witness many times eagles. Well, we didn't witness, but we heard of it.
I was going to say, oh yeah, we were witnessing it.
Yeah, we're watching mad eagle porn, guys.
Whoa. Speak for yourself, bro.
Oh no, it was such a great break.
It was a great break.
Everything was going everywhere. The pockets were taking balls.
He'll figure it out. He's had 2 breaks, 1 scratch, 1 dry. So he put a little more mustard on this one from his dry break and got that scratch. And I warned him. Hey, new cloth. This table's a little scratch-tastic. Watch your cues.
Okay. She's doing pretty good here. She's got a large window to get at this 4. Doesn't have to do too much with the ball here, except try not to do too much with the ball.
Exactly. I was going to say, just don't do too much, and you'll be fine.
This one, however, is an ideal candidate for a nice power draw straight back between the 6-9. Or more smartly so, do that.
Get around it.
Ooh.
She can see it.
Okay.
Just a bad angle. Good thing we have a bunch of angles.
Oh,
that was some new cloth love.
Right, sure was.
Oh, it got really close to that 6, though.
This is also some new cloth love. It didn't quite go as far as she wanted. Contrary to popular belief.
Is that love, then?
Well,
that was new cloth hate.
well, hate's a strong word.
All right, you're right. Oh, not enough. I know what she was trying to do there. Put it right in front of the 10 since we're not playing early 10s, but didn't quite get there.
All right, so this is new cloth, so this 2 rails out of the bottom right corner can lengthen up. Okay, he's done pretty good.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay,
All right.
Not looking too shabby here.
Good angle. Just a little close to the rail. But it doesn't seem like he's having any trouble with it.
Why did you say that?
Hey, yeah, it's almost like I made him hurry his shot a little bit.
He can't hear us.
Ooh, that was very nice. Textbook.
I was just going to say that.
Really?
Yeah, I was thinking it. And that's how you do that. And out.
Right, and Anthony won the lag, so it's going to be Sarah's break.
Let's see what that deer's up to today.
Oh my God, that deer's looking so fly.
Got some flower hair.
Really enjoyed the flower hair.
I thought the beads were going to track a little bit better, but I got one color of everything. Maybe it's just the colors in the room.
Could be. I mean, nonetheless, the deer looks stoked.
Exactly. Getting ready for Pride weekend here in Portland. Okay, back to Sarah break.
All right, let's see how this happens here. Remember that last break was a nice controlled break. Another nice controlled break. Very symmetrical. Made the 4.
Where's that one?
Well, unfortunately, the way the balls are lying doesn't really suggest that the break was as nice as it was, you know?
Her previous
Nice
one.
controlled break, but everything just kind of huddled up together.
Yeah, and our cue ball came back a little far this time too, compared to the last one.
Ooh, Anthony's going to have fun with this.
I love those little tiny safes like that.
Yeah, they're just so thoughtful, you know?
Don't have to do too much. Just hide it.
It's kind of like if somebody's standing next to a swimming pool and you just kind of push them in gently, they fall in the pool, and you really didn't have to do too much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice hit. That worked out pretty okay.
Yeah. Not too many offensive options that she has here. So, yeah, that shot will probably get Anthony back to the table. You know, you can't really fault her for taking the combination shot like that, even though it's a little off angle and whatnot, because
I would have tried it.
it goes in, she can see the 2, it doesn't go in, the 2's still tied up.
Right.
So let's see if he's going to try and get the cue ball over towards the 3 for short side position on the 2. Nope. No.
Negative.
Ooh, are they playing early 10 balls? Did you go over that with them?
No, they're not playing early 10 balls. That gets spotted up.
Okay.
But he gets to keep shooting, so
Yeah, I can't be mad about that.
can't be mad a little bit about the shot, but
Ooh.
oh,
Yeah, I think if she just tries to get the cue ball down to this lower right-hand corner. That looks like it might be pretty effective. It's got a... Can see it maybe? I can't tell exactly how close that edge of the 9 is to it.
I just don't think he can. If he can cut that in that top left corner from this angle, that
On
would
the
be.
8.
No, he's going for the bank.
Ooh.
Oh, and he almost got it. Cool. Nice try.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done.
Yeah, what I really enjoy about the way she hits the ball is she's got this big bridge length. But her backstroke is only as long as it needs to be for the shot.
Yeah, it's always fun watching pool players and noticing their styles, right?
Yeah.
I enjoy that also. Like you, for instance. I know your tells when you're feeling it. You'll start twisting and throwing your cue up in the air as you're walking around the table. And I'm like, oh, shit. He's feeling good. And like our buddy Mitchell, I can tell when he's feeling it because when he's down on it,
His finger does a little
he
tap.
he taps his ring finger, tap tap on his
It does
bridge
like
hand.
it does like a little Morse code.
Yeah, like you're going in this pocket, Morse code.
Just making quick work of this rack.
I know.
You
That's
know,
what I'm saying. Her speed was picking up there in this rack, which means she's feeling it.
mm. All right. Now I'm thinking she probably didn't want to stun
I think she wanted to bring it
backwards
down.
a little bit.
Yeah, I think she wanted to bring it down a little closer, but
Well, she wanted a different angle. She's managed to sneak by the 10 without
get
disturbing
around
it.
it. Okay. Oh, she's gonna bank it.
You think?
I think that's what she just pointed to. No, that would be insane, Stephanie. Why would you bank it? All right. Sarah takes that one.
Game number 5.
All right. Let's get to know our players, shall we?
Yeah. Who are these people?
There are some weirdos in our house.
Yeah, well, it's a house of
And then we
weirdos.
have some guests as well. So I've got Anthony Collins. And like I said earlier, he's from Salem. He plays down in the Salem area. He was telling us about playing in the Battle of the Beasts and making it to day 2 recently. That he said there's no way they should have. He's been playing for a long time. He said he started playing with his grandpa, and I love that. The pool halls that he likes are the cue ball because it has lots of tables, and Phil's and Jammers, pretty classic ones in the Salem area with great tournaments and great competition. Zach Zager runs some great tournaments out of Phil's, and that Saturday Jammers, I hear, is one of the toughest in Oregon with the amount of retired players that come out to play in that. His favorite game is 10 ball, which I believe is also Sarah's favorite game.
She, interestingly, is learning to play one pocket.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what she's got on her information sheet because, yeah, we were talking about that last night. They were playing 8 ball, but it said 10 ball was her favorite game. So I think she really enjoys rotation because you get to let your stroke out, and she's got it.
Yeah.
So the way she plays the game really suggests she's into rotation. So it's cool to hear she's getting into one pocket.
Yeah, he's got to go up and back on this one. see it. Here we go.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, he got it.
Hmm.
Unfortunately,
He has sold out.
he has left her a shot. Anthony does have a 7-foot valley at home.
Nice.
His favorite player is FSR.
Yep,
Francisco
Sanchez Ruiz.
He said because he's humble and he likes his attitude. And I think that's cool. Outside of pool, he likes to hunt, fish, grow weed, golf, and do some gardening / landscaping. And I know he likes to fish because he said he caught a salmon this morning and he brought us some smoked salmon.
Wow.
I know. Awesome, right?
Is it the same salmon he caught?
No.
Oh, because I was like,
No.
what? We could just go eat that and have same day salmon?
No, that's not what he brought us
Like
today.
you
but-
were swimming wildly earlier today. And now
No,
you're
it's
in my
vacuum sealed
mouth.
and smoked. You can't smoke. I mean, that would be a real busy day. He's out fishing, smoking, and then coming to play pool. Sweet. Shout outs for Anthony. He wants to give a shout out to Anglin Hughes, Sean and Tracy Self, and of course, his lovely woman who is here with him, supporting him.
It was a touchy little save.
It
she just
was.
played.
I know.
Right.
This is going to be tricky for him.
Well, he can hit this, so it goes behind the 8. Okay. Didn't cut it enough. It's also, you got to widen it out, but you got those 3 balls you could hide behind. Okay, so it looks like it could possibly clip the 8 ball, but like we've talked about with new cloth.
Yes.
Oh, I was just going to say, if the 8 ball was
I'm
blocking
like,
it a little bit, she'd,
were you going to finish that thought? Or
nope. I
like
was-
we were talking about with new cloth.
Yep.
Period.
and complete the
Scene.
sentence on your own. It's like
Fill in the blank.
It's
It's like a Mad Lib.
Exactly.
All right.
Here we go.
Sarah's on the 8, 3 balls. Wrap it up for this rack.
Yep.
Needs that extension.
Her favorite players are Albin Ocean and Jason Shaw.
Oh, that makes sense. I see that with the way she shoots.
Mm-hmm.
I like Jason Shaw too. He reminds me of like
Oh, he's just
Jason
like
Statham
yeah, he's just kind
if
of.
he was a pool player.
He's like a gladiator.
Yeah.
You know, he just
Are you not entertained?
he stalks the table. He's aware.
He pumps up the crowd during the
Yeah.
Moscone Cup.
Mhm.
He's like, get nuts. He wants to hear all that wildness.
Yep.
I like Jason Shaw too. And I like Albin Ocean.
Yep. Albin's great.
Yeah. The thing about those oceans that we noticed that both him and his sister do is that cue is so far under their chin, it's almost on the opposite side of their chin.
Oh, I think they're reverse eye dominant.
They must be.
Yeah. Right-handed, left eye
That was a
dominant.
fantastic pocket on that 9 and leave for this 10. Absolutely perfect. Nice out.
Well,
Sarah looking dominant tonight.
absolutely. And we thought she did a good job with the 8 ball last night, and 10 ball's her favorite game. So far, that's what we're seeing.
And Sarah is also from Salem, Oregon, although she spent a good decade out in Philly and currently in the Beaverton area, but no stranger to the pool scene here in Oregon. Been playing all her life, she says, but she started seriously playing about 15 years ago.
Looks like a player break time.
Is there a place for like bottles or cans?
Oh, just put 'em
On the
counter.
counter is fine.
Her favorite places to play here are Sam's and Silver Star and Legends, obviously closed now, but She was very close to it, and I can imagine, like, you're only less than 10 minutes from a pool hall. That's going to be your favorite one. What was that for?
For no good reason.
Oh, for Legends closed.
Oh. Hey, you said
Oh.
it. Oh, yeah. That one was just kind of like, just felt like it was going to happen for so long. So when it finally did, it was just like, just rip the Band-Aid off.
No, I see. She does have a 7-foot diamond at home. She has taken some lessons from Robin Dreyer, same as you and a bunch of others around here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, well, I'd be cool to see a list of all the people that have taken lessons from him, because he's arguably one of the best instructors you're going to run into.
and Sarah, in her outside of pool life, owns her own business of Real Talk CPA. Myers Mitchell Accounting Services, which is a full-service public accounting firm.
Does she handle Washington too, or just Oregon?
Oh, full service.
Full service?
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
What does that mean?
do you need help with the IRS? Are they coming for you? Call up Sarah. She'll protect you. Now, she's been doing it a long time, and she's a real badass with
I was
numbers
just thinking,
too.
she's like
She can crunch these pool balls and crunch those numbers.
she's like Popeye, except instead of spinach, it's cheesesteaks from Return in Philly. Just munch a cheesesteak and then get to number crunching. The IRS will not get you now.
Oh, her first scratch on the break.
Why did I have to say that? No, I want a cheesesteak.
Oh my God, let's get cheesesteaks. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, a tube of food that contains cheese.
And meat.
Yes, please. Okay, so Anthony's got a nice ball in hand here.
Okay. Yeah, what are we looking at? I'm taking that one to the side.
And then are you going to try and sneak the 2 by the 10?
Yep.
Sweet.
That's
I like it.
exactly
Oh,
what I'm doing.
I like this, playing short side and hitting it with top and rolling into position. Yeah,
Nicely done.
And that's a smart move when you have new cloth, where you could possibly, like if you do it with draw, you overdraw it.
Right, because
He did this perfectly.
you don't want to bounce out. You want to stay right down in this left lane, right? To come back
Well,
on the
you
3.
don't want your cue ball tracking towards the 9 or the 4, so you didn't overhit it.
Whoa.
But there,
Talk about
You're not-
action.
well, you're not really going to pay a price for overdrawing it there, because
Getting
what, it
some-
bounces off the short rail and you have the same position.
Great, now take it in the side.
Yeah,
That was smart decision making.
right. That's what I think.
Nice.
Okay, now with this out, this is probably the trickiest shot. But if you get shape on the 5, I really like his odds. Okay. I like his odds to play good safe.
Give me that
You know,
side view again.
Kick at the 5 short side, hit it a little full, the cue ball
Yeah,
stays there, and
the
the 5
10
goes up between the 10
I would say
and
the
9.
10's right in the way
Yeah.
to be able to make this. However, yeah, I might go 2 rails. And kind of bounce it out of there and try to hide behind the 7.
Well, I was thinking kick at it, hit the 5 kind of full. You can get the 5 over here between the 10-9, and the cue ball stays behind the 7. Oh, he got a rail.
But
That
he
actu-
did. He got it.
That was an accidental, like, super soft touch, one pocket safe. You know what I mean? He that
Go,
worked
go,
out in his
go.
favor so much, even though it seemed like he missed it, because his initial reaction was like, "Oh, I made a mistake," but then it turned out flawless.
Yeah, I like what she was going for there. Just didn't quite get the cue ball. Behind that 6. Okay, left yourself a bank here.
I kind of felt like there's an opportunity to play that super slow. but it doesn't matter.
Got it that time. Anthony is fighting back.
Well, Anthony's a great guy and a good shooter. By the numbers, this is going to be a close match. Ooh, totally got there.
Yep, sure did. Got it.
Yeah, and I believe it's going to be his break now.
It sure is.
I believed correctly. Sweet.
Yes, you did.
TJ Hellwig in the chat. What up, TJ?
Hey, hey,
Ed
hey.
Winter.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us tonight. Make sure to like and subscribe on the YouTube.
Yep.
Helps us out. Getting more people's algorithm.
Yeah, and that helps us promote the people.
The players. What we're up to. The Northwest scene. It's good for everybody. Including your dad.
Yep. Yeah, does your dad have a business? Let us know. We'll help promote your business, your dad's business.
My dad has a business that he's had for, I don't know, probably 40 years or
What
something.
is his business?
He has a business called Washington Tactical Games that him and his brother have. Do they do anything with it? No. But they used to sell like D&D minifigs and stuff like that back in the 70s and 80s.
Ooh.
Flirting.
Super flirting. All right. I think you can get to center table with this two ball. Just
I think so, too.
Draw it a little bit. It's just a little nervy because it's near the corner pocket like that. But huge target area for this three ball, followed by a huge target area to get shape on the four. I like that a lot. Huge target area for the 5 and the 6. But the transition from the 6 to the turquoise 7,
Yep.
and then to the 8, because of where the 10 is, that's going to be where this rack gets weird.
Right, because she's going to have to either follow this 4 and use a rail, or draw off this 4 because she can't just leave her cue ball down there.
Yeah, and if what you're saying is it's already starting to get weird, I fully agree.
Who else is starting to get weird? You?
Nobody that I know of.
Grilled cheese hands? Grilled cheese jazz hands? Yeah, right.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, nice little stun draw situation there. She didn't overdraw it on the new cloth.
Yeah, she's playing confident, man.
Well, yeah, she's up 4 games. She's
No, she's up 2 games.
well, 4 games from 0. Oh, that was a nice little drag shot. She's kind of straight on the 7, though. But an accurate draw stroke might really work here.
Or you use top and put some mustard on it, and use that
Guess who's in the chat?
rail down there.
Mustard into the pocket.
No.
Guess who's in the chat?
Who's in the chat?
Doug Woo.
Doug Woo. Oh, Doug, what's up?
Miss you, Doug. Got to get back out here. We got to play again. We miss you. And with this, Anthony is left with what you really want on this shot,
What
which is
did you
ball in
say?
hand.
I've been weird, sad face. Oh. And a bad weird or a good weird? We enjoy your weird.
I think the only bad weird is boring weird, and that's not such a thing.
But is boring even weird? I think boring's boring.
Exactly. As long as you're not bored.
Okay, so he's going to just try to, what, draw it back? Push it forward. Push it
Well, as
forward.
long as he doesn't hide himself.
Push him forward.
And
Oop, sorry, that was me.
oh, was it?
Yeah, that was me kicking stuff. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Make the ball. You're good. Cue ball's going to naturally come over for a good look at the 8. Just don't get, 9. You just don't want to get too flat on the 9 if you make this. 'Cause you need a little bit of angle.
Or get really flat and then just use draw. Oh.
I detected a little bit of a jump up on that shot.
Oh. Does that count as a hand flip?
Did you see a hand flip?
Well, he kind of like patted the table. I'm counting it.
No, I patted the table because...
Because he missed. He was like, oh.
Oh, okay. It wasn't like pat the table like, what a good table you are. You're
No.
so cute.
He was like, you're a bad table. Spank.
Oh, that 8-ball rolled just enough.
Ooh.
Now it's getting weird.
Oh, boy.
That 8 doesn't go into the corner.
It is Friday the 13th. Time to get weird.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if he hits the 8 straight. If the 9 banks across.
Into the side?
Yeah.
Oh. What a cool shot that.
Yeah. You
Try it. Do
might
it.
get some cue ball or some
Do it.
cut-induced throw on the 9 to push it to the left end of the table enough to go into that side pocket. Where the 8-ball is going to go and where your cue ball is going to end up. If you decide to do that, Mr. Anthony.
I know his head's in the way. I kind of wanted to see, like, could you come across it and take that 8 to the top left?
His head's in the way. In junior high. Okay.
Oh?
He's going to get back to the table with that unless she banks it in, but...
And she's a strong banker.
Yep. In junior high, there was a kid named Jeremy Broadhead. What was his last name?
Did he have a big head? Tell me he had a big head.
No, but we always just made...
Oh, he had a pinhead.
Well, no, he had a regular head.
Oh, okay.
With that last name, we're just like, yeah, you could flick a rubber band over there, and it's still going to hit his huge head.
But did it?
Oh, she banked that right in.
Like a boss. Like the APA captain, USAPL captain, boss.
BCA player.
Well, I wasn't going to include that one because
Well, because it's just
she's just a
player.
regular boss. But she's the actual boss in her other leagues.
Oof.
And she's shooting like a boss.
All right. Just gave it a little hesitation there.
Nice.
Rightly so, because that was almost close to being like, maybe you just shoot it down in the corner.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, he's got to get up, walk around. Still only 3 down. Oh, we're getting on to sunset.
Oh, look at those majestic eagles.
You can see like the white on the back of their heads coming in a little bit. It's fun.
Oh, yeah, when the wind parts their feathers. I mean, we think they're all majestic and whatnot, but we don't see the inner workings of like a family of trout.
Be like,
But to the trout, those are like
I was
flying
gonna
death monsters.
exactly. They probably tell the next generation and the next generation of how their grandparents were murdered by these sky monsters.
Right. Somebody
That were like, we love them.
maybe somebody on the stream has an emotional support trout. Like, but you don't understand
They have
what that's like
they
for
take it
them.
on an airplane with them in one of those fish suitcases.
Right. One of those fish suitcases, yes.
Haven't you seen a fish suitcase?
Oh, they have 2 handles because you don't want to slosh them around too much. You got to be steady. Okay,
Yeah, it's like
so
shaped
she's
like a
moving.
fish, and you just put the fish in there, and it can't really move.
Well, This is for the fish's safety because the takeoff and landings can be real tough on a fish.
Do fish have
So,
ears?
I think their whole body is an ear because sound waves propagate through water so well.
So how do they pop their ears on an airplane?
Well, that's why the fish suitcase has to be sealed pressure-wise.
Well, dink
So
the
there's
10
no,
in.
yeah.
That spot's up. But also dink that cue ball in.
Oof. So we've definitely got a crowd.
Yeah.
A little bit crowded up here.
Yeah. There's a lot going on up in that corner. Like everything is going on up in that
When
corner.
balls are like this, you can really get down on some 3-foul action here. Like you can shoot the 1, bank it up to the left side of the table and put that cue ball, hit the 3, even get behind it is good. She does have a 1 rail at this. She's got a
Holy hell, that's a really hard one rail, though.
I know. Well, she can go in
What do
between
you-
the 9-10, widening up, or she can go to the left side of the 9 by shortening it up. It's not easy,
And yet, all of that sucks.
right? But let's say
I would
Anthony
hate to be taking this
if
shot
Anthony
right
had
now.
rolled that cue ball into the 3 and it tucked up in there behind the 6-5-2. Ooh, I mean this is dreadful. Also, she almost got it though. See what I mean?
She almost did.
Yeah. So when balls are tied up like that and you got ball in hand, you know, if you can get the ball in there, man, there's some just brutal 3-foul pressure.
Right. Well, cheers to you, Ed. You got some Blackberry Crown Royal. Try this with the Blackberry Crown Royal. It's so tasty, just
Oh,
with
yeah.
some 7-Up or ginger ale and a squeeze of lime. It's friggin' delightful. Also, the Blackberry Crown Royal in lemonade. Can't go wrong. Big fan of that.
Oh, I bet it's good mixed with like,
I like the peach one too. Just peach and 7-Up. That is a tasty summer drink with a little bit of lemon.
yeah. And if you mix it with some vanilla vodka and a little bit of cream, you can end up with like a blackberry pie flavor situation. Okay, he's going to try and shoot this 1 past the 8, maybe leave the cue
Do
ball
you know
on
that?
8.
Did you have you had that drink, or you just like making up bartender drinks like you've been a bartender before? You're busted. You're so busted.
I've been a reverse bartender.
A reverse bartender.
The guy that drinks the drinks.
Okay, well, good to know. Okay, Anthony's taking it up there. Don't hate it.
What's Anthony got going on in his head?
I would take that in the side and draw back.
Wait. He didn't make that. Obviously. We have video proof. But I was thinking, oh, maybe he didn't mean to make it, but the outcome of this... Let's see what she does.
It's okay. Just hope he's not getting in his head from being down 3 games. We have a lot of pool to play. So even if you get down like a handful of games, momentum swings. We've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
It
You've probably
does.
experienced it. You, the viewer, and also you, the player, Jesse. You
Oh.
definitely experienced it.
Well, you don't play for years and years and years without feeling that. But for that reason, I recommend playing longer races. And until I played a race to 11 or a race to 13 here, I was like, when do I ever play a race that long? Never do.
We play races, but usually we play like 5 or 7. You know, when you and I are just going.
Right.
But we're also laughing and
Well, it's
whatever.
also just the economics of a pool tournament. And by economics, I mean, like, how many tables do you have? How many players can you get in the tournament? Blah, blah, blah. And you need to have a lot of tables and a lot of time to afford for longer races. So,
Yeah, no tournaments are running race to 11.
yeah, unless it's the Seattle Open in the final round.
Exactly. I know that was quite a challenge for me when we played on the stream against Travis and Amber, that I just could not stay focused after we had played about 15 games. My mind is wandering. My brain doesn't want to work. And I was like, wow, I guess I just never played these long, long races like this. Where we will play pool for hours. But when you got money on the line and you're locked in the room in there.
Well, it's a muscle you got to train.
It's a little different.
It's definitely a muscle you got to train.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just blown away by, Shane and Federer started their race to 100 or race to 120 for $100,000. I think they started that today.
I was just gonna say, didn't that start today?
Yeah, well,
Anybody know? Hit us in the chat if you know the score of that. Somebody look it up for us.
Yeah, the thing is, though, they just every single game they're giving it their best, and a match like that, I wouldn't be surprised if it finished and they were only 5 games apart.
Yeah, but it's gonna be fun to keep an eye on.
Okay, he's gotten a little fortunate with that roll. She's got a back cut bank into this bottom side.
She knows these banks. We've seen her bank to the side and confidently. She's not even banking to the side.
No, she's going to be like, nope.
I don't like it.
I'm going to make your life difficult.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Do you have any rubber walrus protectors?
I don't. I only have a log.
Does roll downstairs and comb your hair.
Rolls over your neighbor's dog.
Had it coming. Ooh, on the rail.
Ooh.
This is a tricky shot because she can make this 3, cut it in all nice. And I think she's most likely going to be okay, but the 8 has a non-zero chance of getting in the way.
Nice shot.
Wow.
Nice bump.
8 wasn't even threatened, and she got the 5 out of the way.
She just moves on.
Wow. The Vegas odds of her getting out of this rack just dramatically altered.
Absolutely, they did.
Yeah. Went from like 30.
She just needs to hit this not too hard.
Went from like 30% to probably 78.5. Ooh.
And
she wasn't jacked up over the 10. It would have gone from 78.5 to more like 87.
But now
82 and a half.
Okay. I mean, you did live in Vegas. You know how to do Vegas odds.
Yep, it's part of the subscription to life there.
Yeah, I would say they don't. They don't want you to reside in the state unless you know how to do odds. Calculate the odds.
Right.
Play the percentages.
Now she might draw this back to shoot the 9 in the upper right. Nope. She stunned it. So she's kind of in. As far as the odds are concerned, it's a little ambiguous just because the 10 is right there. I mean, that's the pocket you want to cut it into, but psychologically that can be significant.
Oh. Is she going to get a lucky roll here?
Ooh, I think she did. I think you can see it, but
I don't think so.
I think he can clip the right side edge of it from his perspective.
I do not think so.
Oh, Dizzy in the chat. What's up, Dizzy?
What's up, Dizzy? I don't think he can see that. Let's check one more angle.
Nope, you're right.
He cannot see it.
Yeah, and the side pocket is just in an interesting place.
And he almost got that. Dang.
If that's what
Anthony.
called.
Yeah. Good try, buddy.
She's overcut it.
On the pro side. Her speed was perfect, though. Because look at where she ended on that 10.
Well, she kind of.
Also, Dizzy, you called us kids. I think we're older than you, bro.
I'm always going to be a child.
In your mind.
Yeah, it's just I'm always this.
No, no, I know. Oh, that was a hand flip and a half. And a chalk snatch.
Right, just got to reach at it a little bit, but position is nearly automatic. I mean, it's just, she recognizes, okay, this is a little bit outside my comfort zone for the El Stretcherino, so she's putting on an extension.
Dizzy says, I know something about rolls. Ain't that right, Travis? Well, I know something about rolls, too. Back rolls. Just kidding. On me.
Cinnamon rolls. I know cinnamon
Don't.
roll in
Yeah,
so
I would say
long.
don't mess with me. Don't even
That's why I
make
had
me
to
think
stop
about
talking about.
Cinnabon right now.
I just stopped talking about grilled cheese, man. And made that shot real nice.
Bam.
Well, she did give him a chance, that rack. He had that chance, and he gave it back.
Yeah, he almost
Oof.
made that kick into the side rail.
Mm-hmm.
Or inside pocket. Sorry.
Yep. That was a pretty consequential rack, just because 3-5, you're still in the race, but 6-2, oof.
Right.
Not to say that he's not still in it, but the chasm has widened. He's got to go on a little bit of a tear to get out of that. Every game counts. Every shot counts. Just keep your head in the game. Don't give up.
Be nice to myself. Oh, I am. That's why I treat myself to cinnamon rolls and whatever else I'm.
And grilled cheese hands.
Exactly. Is that like Edward 40 hands? We're just going to tape grilled cheeses to our hands. And you can't leave until you eat all your grilled cheeses. All right.
I'm not leaving until I finish all the grilled cheeses. Like, you think that darkness is your ally. No, I was raised in the grilled cheese.
We've been watching a lot of Christopher Nolan's Batman recently.
Yeah, I really wish they would have followed that sequence with.
Oh, he did that again with that
Oof.
freaking ball. Okay, you got to shake this yellow ball curse, Anthony. Hit it with a 9, down the 1.
Maybe every time he shoots it, he's like, "Is that a fried egg?"
No, I think he's just saying, like, get your ass in there.
Look at that long bridge length and short backstroke. You know why I like this shot, Stephanie?
Why is that, Jesse?
She might be able to hide it up there. Like, shoot it 2 rails up to try and hit the 6 and leave your cue ball down there.
Okay.
You might as well.
Or just make it.
And play perfect short side shape on the 3.
That was incredible.
Well, what's incredible here is she's
Great
got an
cue
opportunity.
ball control there.
As long as she doesn't hit the 8 where the cue ball's going, you can shoot the 4 into the edge of the 5 and get the 5 off that spot. Because as we all know, that's like the worst place for one of your object balls. Can't cut it in the side. It's a scratch shot in so many ways. Yep, she's
Nice,
still got that
nice.
shot here. She's definitely going to want to hit the 4, hit the 5.
Yes.
You need that 5. Yeah, she's aiming up for that because you need that 5 away from that spot.
Yeah, you're just not gonna get it because you got the 6 and 7,
And where's the cue ball going?
and yeah, your window's so small. Oh, so she hit it all right.
But look at this. I think she's blocked. She's blocked a path to the 4.
Oh my gosh, Anthony can just not get a break. She is relentless. I love it.
She is without relent,
Yeah.
unrelenting. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes it just feels like the balls know who's feeling better.
Yeah. Got to change your paradigm, right?
Yeah, go three-dimensional here. That's a paradigm shift.
Yeah. I like it. Um, Anthony is
Oh, he's
typically pretty dang good with his jumps.
he's hit that one pretty well.
We have seen Anthony hit some incredible jump shots on the stream before.
Got her work cut out for her with this shot.
And I feel like if he could nail, like a really hard shot like that, it might give him that little boost of confidence that he so desperately needs right now.
Well,
Till
on three-dimensional again, because she played a nice shot.
back to back.
She handled that distance and on the rail real well. She's doing a real good job keeping him tied up.
True.
She's not leaving him any opportunities, and he's leaving her an opportunity here and there. That widened up on him a bit.
Honestly, though, don't hate it. Now she has to deal with what she's created. And she's going to just, hopefully sink that 10, keep shooting. Or is she going to try to
She's going to try and thin the 4 and leave
thin
it right
it?
there.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't make it, but she's going to get back to the table. And that problem with the 4-5, she didn't solve it. She left it for him to solve.
Which he will.
Yeah, but in whose favor?
Exactly. He's banking it.
I like it.
Smart.
Yep.
Controlled and smart.
She can super thin this 4 and just kind of leave it there. That's what she's going to do.
Yep. Thinking again.
Super easy to get a rail on those shots, and super easy to create a situation where she gets back to the table.
Oh, that was a nice double kiss situation. A new position.
I think this shot she's about to take, is it like 5 innings on this one ball?
This will be the 5th.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. Kind of feel like she blinked first in that exchange. Now he's got a shot at this. Is he going to play safe or is he going for it?
Kind of feel
If
like
you go for it, don't jump up on this shot. Because you need to draw back and forth. I feel he jumped back. He jumped up.
that's an option.
Yep. Now, here's the deal. So she could take it and shoot the 5 into the 10. The 10's going to spot up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got to spot up real close to the 9.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I think where it would spot up, we don't have a spot on this table for a couple different reasons, but if you can look where the string would be there at that part of the table, it's just right by the 9.
Nice
Whoa.
shot. Nail clap.
One-handed clap.
Grilled cheese hand clap.
It's more like soggy and greasy.
I was going to say.
Flap, 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 flap. Sandra hit it.
No. Anthony, no.
He overcut that. had he like that could have fallen in, and had he not undercut it, he wouldn't have gotten shape because he hit that real soft.
Mm-hmm. Should have
That
gotten
was-
stomped
was-
by it.
That was just feeling the pressure, trying to get in the zone. Because what'll happen sometimes, like you slow down a little bit due to nerves, and then when you're down by some stuff, you'll try and force yourself to be in stroke, so you'll go quicker to match the speed you play at when you're feeling comfortable.
Okay, she went a little far, but she's got another pocket for that. Dizzy, to answer your question, was Anthony able to get here? Yes, he was able to get here and hit a few balls.
Yeah, there were some accidents and whatnot, but they still managed to get here.
About 30 minutes before we got started. They did say that it did take them 2 hours to get here, though, from Salem. All right, Sarah, pretty much in control here. However,
Yeah.
if Anthony can get going, we've seen him run plenty of racks, so.
Yeah, it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
That's just it. When you're down 2-7, it's like, oh man, I got so far to go. Well, it's like the person who has 7 had to go that far. So, and they did. So you're totally capable of that too.
Look at that eagle eat a fish.
Oh hell yeah!
Mama brought back a fish. Just call that Mama Eagle Anthony Collins. She's bringing home a fish.
Oh yeah, because he brought us fish.
And caught another fish today.
Wow.
Like he's a fishing fool. Okay, solid break.
Yeah,
solid.
that's looking really nice. Got to move the cue ball a little bit to get on this 2, because it's naturally going to want to track to that top long rail. Again, going forward, you can run into the 8. Going backwards is fraught with peril as well. Let's see what she does.
Dizzy, I'm going to have to agree with you. Both of these players have a lot of heart. That is one thing that can be said about both of them. That's for sure. And also, what's up, Becky Way in the chat? Nice to have you, Becky. I'm happy that you got home from your ordeal of trying to drive down 84 during that fire this week.
Ooh, just rolled a bit too far.
Ooh. Okay. I'm going to try to combo into that 8 or play it safe here.
Well, let's see. Yeah, I understand the hesitation for this because, yeah, it's a safe shot. What do you do here with the safe? She is going for the combo, looks like. And it's worked out pretty well. She
Yeah.
doubled up on the 8. Left some distance. Left it on the rail.
Yeah, I think that 3 goes past the 8.
But
But-
it's still in your head.
But it's still in your head, and you're on the rail. Or, like, you don't have full range of the cue ball.
Yeah, there's
A little uncomfortability there.
there are some nice little options Anthony's got for those delicate little nice safes, like cut it towards the short rail, play it soft.
Oh.
Okay, well, it kind of did a pinball situation there, right?
What's your favorite pinball you've ever played?
Adam's Family.
Oh, I like that one.
I just pulled that out of my ass. I don't know. I haven't played a lot of
Oh,
pinball.
really?
Well, I have played that one.
Oh, I
but-
like the Addams Family.
Yeah. Is there a pinball machine made off of Stephen King's book, It?
Oh, yes.
Good. Oh, man. What about Cujo?
No, I don't know. I've never seen a Cujo pinball machine. I love the Tales from the Crypt pinball machine. That was one of my
Oh,
favorites.
man. That sounds like a good one.
I also really like the Star Trek pinball machine because you can get multi-ball really easily in the Star Trek one.
Oh.
Terminator. Yes, Jennifer. I like that one too. Big fan of that one.
It's not a tumor. No, that's kindergarten.
Well, it has the gun. I like it when they have like the gun that like shoots the pinball out.
Oh, tricky shot here. I'm surprised you missed that 5-ball.
I am also with a little floored there.
I am Jack's utter disbelief.
Oh, the Simpsons pinball machine is fun too.
Going for the slice. And gets it.
Damn, Becky, it took 6 hours to get home from the Dalles. Woo!
Oof. It's going for the...
Oh my god, I'm choking. Oh, that gagged me. Just gagged me, guys.
Oh, that shot?
Yeah, you did it again. Went for the bank and got the
I know, it was a long...
come back and kick from the cue ball.
It was tough because it was a long-range double kiss. You know, like the short-range double
Right.
kisses, you're
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
I might
It's
double
like,
kiss.
damn.
Ooh,
Oh.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Okay.
Anthony's gonna be
Anthony.
stoked about that.
Yeah. Take your time here, bud.
Here's your opportunity.
Yeah.
Every one of these opportunities is worth its weight in gold.
Boom. Got it.
So
Two more.
It's a tricky thing because you get these opportunities, you recognize they're worth their weight in gold, so you want to take your time, but you also don't want to overthink it and get in your own head.
Right.
Ooh, look at that. Little kiss there.
I know. Dizzy was
unfortunate.
almost identical. That's why I gagged. Oh, choking. What a
Yes.
freaking
All
cut.
right.
You know? I'm giving him a wizard shit on that cut.
Are you?
I am.
All right.
That
Well,
was a
under
hard
the pressure.
under the pressure, trying to mount a comeback, super hard cross cut with a potential scratch and doubled the corner. Come on.
Oof.
That was baller. Nice out.
Yeah. Sarah could be a little bit ruthless here and just decide to take a break. I mean, that's his break, so she can't just go throw her cue up there. I mean, she could.
I would. I'd be like, oh, you just want a
Oh,
game?
you just want a game?
I need a break.
Time for you to sit.
But I'm a stone cold bee. Stone cold bitch Austin. You don't get it because you weren't into wrestling, but
Oh, no. No, involuntary yoga was never my deal. Nice, nice. Hit that square
Okay.
in the front. Yeah, I mean, some people say pop it and squat the cue in the center of the table, but if you can get it to come back off the short rail, get out of the way of all the balls and still end up in the middle of the table, I don't think that's wrong. However, he would much rather prefer a better look at this one ball. I can go rail first, spin into it, and hope to get the cue ball to kiss off the one and come back over by the two.
oh, and he made that
He
shot.
made it.
What a great shot, dude. That was excellent.
Nice.
Nice.
Excellent back and forth.
Okay.
It's a decent angle on the three. This is a little long, though. Still got to manipulate the cue ball. In fact, at this shot, at this range, like your bridge distance can be such that you can draw back for the 4 in the topside pocket.
Oh.
Yeah, when you have a shot that's just mildly off angle and you have to put some effort into it to
Yeah.
move it.
I hate it when I'm off angle. I just want every shot to be a straight in shot. God damn it.
When it
I'm just
can
kidding.
be a straight in shot. You know what I mean? Like on that shot there, it's like either you want it to be straight in or you want it to have more angle.
Okay, that was. Like, you see what she was going for there, but she left him the side pocket.
She did, but she left him a situation where his cue ball's going to the right-hand side of the table. And look what's over there. Traffic. So he's got to make this. Avoid the traffic and get a look at the 4. And
It's a long look, but he has a look.
played a little bit of bumper cars. But it worked out to his favor.
Yeah, Travis and Dizzy getting at it in the chat. How was your... I went and looked for your matchup on Evo Sports, but they have so many things. It wasn't near the top. But I want to watch that matchup.
I do
Whoa!
too. Wow.
I was having a hard time. And also with this hot match, or hot seat, hot match, hot ones, did you guys have to eat barbecue, like hot barbecue sauce also while you were shooting? Because I'm hoping that is how it went down. You know, eat like a hot wing and then go shoot while your face is burning off.
That's about perfect right there. Just got to make this ball. I can get good shape on the 9.
That'd be awesome. We would love the link. And yeah, I follow them on Facebook, but they just posted the Facebook thing that led to their page, and I was like,
just got to go back and forth.
oh.
Just don't get straight on in the 10 rail into the short rail.
Or don't scratch.
She has given a game. Back to Anthony.
Well, you know, she's got a little karma to make up for getting a couple last night that Derek scratched on, so...
Well, if you believe in the karma.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying words out my mouth. I don't believe in anything.
Hey, man.
I was raised by a
I prefer
nihilist.
words out of your mouth rather than, you know. I must ask you a question.
No. So damn hot in the Silver Star. I thought they had AC in there. Oh, it must have been too hot to handle. Because we all know compressors go down once it's like above 90 degrees here. It is hard to keep your compressor from freezing over in a bar situation.
Oh, that's just because also the humidity here.
Right? And you got
Condenses.
all those people breathing their hot breath.
Like a room full of Darth Vaders.
Wouldn't that be a fun tournament to watch?
Well, they'd all be playing without cues. They just use the force.
Would you be allowed to force choke your opponent or no?
Yeah. Why not?
Well, then I would just feel like it would be like, who's the last Vader standing? They're all just, no one's playing pool. They're all just force choking each other. And now it's getting kinky. All right, back to the match. Back to the match.
Right. I'm your daddy.
No, that's impossible.
Okay, for a push, this is going to be a little interesting because 5 ball. He's going to have to shoot this again. He's going to go over there for Jumperino. But the good news is, as long as you clear the 5, pretty good option, pretty good opportunity to make this on the side.
All right. Oh,
Ooh, very close.
Yep, and clip the 5.
Yep. Oh.
And yeah, Florida.
they
That's
got-
a whole nother animal. Check it out. I am convinced that you just become a swamp person down in Florida because you just have nonstop swamp ass. I had to take like 3 showers a day when I was down there in June one year. It was absolutely insane. It's 95 degrees, it's pouring, and it's 95% humidity. Holy hell.
Damn.
It was a lot.
Sounds like I might get algae in my eyebrows.
You would definitely.
50-yard line here almost for the side or the bottom corner. Let's see.
I think she's going to cut it in the bottom corner. Nope, she's going to side.
I think it lends better position to do it that way.
Nice.
Unless you stick behind the element.
Ooh, I think she can see it. It's not a very ideal shot.
Hey, you're at the table with a makeable shot.
That is ideal. And she makes it.
And,
Has position.
oh, if she would have hit that 8
Who
ball like
is-
millimeters to the left, it might have bounced out and hooked her.
Drills it.
Jeez, man, she's shooting well.
She really is. Oh, we had to go and say something, didn't we? However,
She hasn't given him much.
exactly.
No. And it's real frustrating when you do get to the table and you don't have a shot and it just keeps happening like that. I mean, she did give him the last rack. So, yeah, I don't think Anthony's out of this match yet.
Yeah, he's looking to kick it. 2 rails.
Yeah, in this particular layout, I mean, kick at it to make it, you know. Oof. Kicked it a little wide.
A little bit. Sarah's got a ball in hand. With 5 on the table.
Yep. I mean, just gotta be real decisive about where you're gonna put this cue ball on the 7.
Right.
For how you're gonna
For
get
how
to the
you're
8.
going to get onto that 8.
Right.
She's already showed that.
It doesn't go
She'll-
past the 10, so she's got to shoot the 8 in that upper left corner.
Or she'll bank it back to the side. She's shown that she can nail those shots all day long. She's not going to shy away from them. Bank to a side pocket.
I would have done a hand flip on that shot.
And she's going for the bank.
Yep.
She didn't get as straight on it as she'd probably like.
I predict it goes wide.
You cursed her to make it go wide.
Well, I was just looking at the angle.
I know. I was looking at that angle too, and just like, ooh, you want to be a little bit more straight on that, or not have as much angle when
She
you're
did
doing.
shorten it up a bit by hitting a little firmer, but
Was it being?
On that shot, to make it seems like you got to hit it a little slower with
Oh,
an inside
Anthony,
spin.
that was a nice shot.
Well, that's the type of shot that gets you to 5-7.
Oh boy.
Yep.
And just like that,
He's in this match.
back in it.
And he won a game, and he left his cue on the table, so it's break time.
He's taking a break. And Jesse's going to regale us with some musical entertainment.
I don't know how entertaining it is for
I'm-
everybody except for
yeah.
me.
I'm not really sure either. Hey, you.
Are you interested in getting better at pool?
We know a guy.
Yeah, check out Paul Marquez. You know and love Paul Marquez if you've been a fan of the stream for a while. Does a lot of great
and
commentary.
even if you hate the stream and keep watching it, you know who he is.
Yeah, I think actually Paul has the most Dominant Beast photos on the Dominant Beast wall here
Yeah,
at the
so-
PNW pool thing.
Take a lesson from him and learn his secrets so you can kneecap his ass. I mean,
Good luck with that one. He's also, he'll also teach you how to punch people in the face because the great thing about Paul is he is one of those people that's just an instructor through and through.
Did you try to smoke salmon yet?
Oh, we didn't.
we haven't tried it yet. I just
So yeah, Paul he's taught wrestling, he's taught martial arts, he teaches pool. He's just one of those people that very high energy person, knows a lot of stuff, and is really good at helping other people learn the stuff that he knows. So, want to get better at pool? Don't know where to look? Call Paul.
And if you're not doing anything tomorrow night,
Go play the weekly 9-ball tournament at Silver Star, run by the wonderful Mr. Ed Winter.
maybe you're at Silver Star right now playing in the 10 ball. But it's too late for that.
Yeah, and you're like, man, I need a little bit more wild card action in my game. 9 balls your game. Go play the Saturday night 9-ball.
You know, now that Fargo is updated and you can like find all these fun different stats, and I found out I play really good 9 ball. It's my best game. So what? No, are you making fun of me right now?
No, I'm making noises.
Oh, okay. Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
Hi. The sound of one hand clapping.
Don't sprain your other wrist, Amber. And also, don't try these things at home, folks. Jesse is a professional weirdo. It takes years, decades of training to get this weird. You can't just jump right into it. You'll hurt yourself. Oh, just kidding. Don't go play the 9-ball tournament next week. Tomorrow. There isn't one. Oh, shit. But most of the time, most Saturdays, there's a pretty bitchin' 9-ball tournament you can go
Right.
get down.
Yeah, they're probably not having it just because they're.
You know, another tournament that I love that we haven't talked about is the Friday Scotch Doubles at Midway.
Oh,
Hosted
yeah.
by Dallas. Great guy.
Always a good
Fun
one.
time.
Yep.
Sarah's a regular at it. We've seen her down there plenty of times.
Yep. We're irregular at it. We do it, but not regularly.
No. I don't think they could handle us if we showed up every week.
I don't think I could handle us if we showed up every week.
Not if Jason Bennett shows up, too.
Oh, right. I don't know.
Moving on.
Yep.
Back to the action.
Man, the action is you can see the one, but pocketing it is going to be extremely difficult because the bank may not shorten up enough if that's what you decide to go for. So let's see what Sarah decides to do.
How did the unicycle gig go?
Flawlessly.
Oh, my gosh. He stole the show. That's how it went.
Well, I was there to entertain small children, and
Like
they were entertained.
My nephew graduated preschool, and they had a bike rodeo. And Jesse showed up with his banana costume, sunglasses, riding a unicycle, and all the kids lost their minds, clapping and screaming for the cool guy unicycling banana. It was quite the hit.
Yeah, there was only one incident. There was this little girl who's probably like 4, just a small human being, and she was on a scooter, and she totally ate shit right in front of me, but I weaved around her. Like, I'm not hitting any small
Well,
people
thanks for
in-
not running over a kid on your unicycle.
Oh,
Jesse.
no, I
As
know
a
how to.
banana.
I can dodge
Killer
children.
banana on a unicycle.
Right, I put screws through the tires before I showed up.
like
No.
like those semi trucks that have like spikes coming off their wheels
Yep.
that look cool. TJ, you used to unicycle too, you clown.
Better go get one. Let's form a traveling band. Cut in this 3 with high inside and break up that 7-10 and
I
leave
like it.
yourself a shot on the 5.
Yes, come back
Well-
for it. No.
That's still good. Got a shot on the 5. That 7 still has a pocket, so that wasn't entirely necessary. Just make this now getting shape from the 6 to the 7. That's going to be your primary difficulty with getting out here.
Oh.
Ooh.
Now, is it harder for a really super tall dude like you, TJ, to balance?
Just get a bigger wheel. You got to maintain that center of gravity.
It's like a unicycle, but like that old timey bicycle.
Oh, a penny farthing?
Yes. Of course you know what it is.
Is it a
Just-
weird
just
thing
your
with wheels?
Your classic penny farthing. What?
Oh, the kick and stick. Brutal.
Don't go in.
No. Have fun with this, Sarah. Is he going to give it back? Is he going to give it back? Yep, he's laughing. He's giving it back.
Look, hell no.
Can she massay this? Does it carry
Yeah,
him
I
off the
don't
10 into the corner?
I don't know.
That's what she's going
Oh
for
my
back.
gosh, I hope so.
Did she call that? Oh, well. Her
It was
saving grace is that she left him a little flat on the 7.
It was a cool try. Had you made that, it absolutely would have been a wizard shit.
Yeah, all he could really do there was just make the ball. It was kind of flat. And on this one, he's kind of in the same place because there is a shot to go high inside and come out of the corner, but the way you got to hit it, like, he put a good stroke on that and hit that real well and still didn't come out of that corner enough. So that kind of tells you how tough that shot was. Ooh, it's going to go in. She's going to have the option, and she's taking it.
Oh.
You know it.
Well. Woo!
We got a cue on the table. Which is great.
No, don't quit. You don't just get to play that anytime you want.
Why? What rule? I should put a cue on the table, but she's racking. We'll be right back.
Wow, making quite the exit there. Deer says, "Oh hey." What do gay horses eat? It's just muscle memory. Oh. But your muscles have Alzheimer's. I think riding a unicycle is incredibly hard, TJ. I've tried. Okay, we've got a score of 5-8. Sarah's break. Gonna get that too. Still can see the one. Looking okay. What's up, Julie Frazier? John Fisher? JD? Great win this week, buddy. That was a really exciting match on Tuesday. Okay, 13 games in. Sarah taking the nice cut. 3 is moving. Looks like the 8 is blocking that side pocket. She's going to have to cut this 3 all the way up into the top right corner. Or bank it. Play safe.
Yeah, unless there's a look between the 7-8.
Might be.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to tell.
I mean, the good news is if there is and he makes it, the cue ball's naturally going to want to come up there for a look at that 4.
Ed, I thought you said you had 6 kittens. Nailed it.
Oof. Went at it a little firm. It widened up.
You know, if you
Still
could
gonna be
teach
okay,
those
though.
kitties how to play pool, you'd have a hell of a YouTube channel.
Don't do that. They're going to get all over the table, and they love to get up
Scratch it up.
there. I had a cat that liked to do that.
You had a cat that liked to jump on the table and just barf.
It's like, oh, thank you for preparing my barfing platform.
That's why you had to put, like, always put the cover on the table
That's true.
when you left.
Easy shape on the 6. Just make this shot.
Yep. Nice. See that?
Anthony just needs to keep in mind 5-8 and a race to 11 is not that bad.
No.
Ooh.
Don't get behind the 9.
Yeah.
Get that jump cue, bro.
Just went a little far on that one.
It is 6, Ed. Like, how do I know how many kittens you have?
That's a wizard shit.
That was excellent. Great job.
Yeah, that was a real nice recovery. So looking at this right now, I can automatically tell. Just to make this roll forward a hair, you have perfect angle for go from 9 to 10.
Yep.
Flawless. You can even stop it right there.
Stop the stream. It's over.
Ah.
No, just kidding.
Nobody will see the ending. Now he'll just shoot in this 9.
Nice stop. And
it
out.
goes.
Okay, so.
Queso.
Queso.
Used in grilled cheeses.
Oh, God. Why would you just keep talking about food? You make me so hungry. I think this is the closest that the score has been this whole match. I mean, minus, like, after the first couple games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think you're right.
We got action.
party deer are totally stoked about this nice action.
Oh, yeah. So stoked. But also, why is he wearing sunglasses at night?
Maybe the deer's high as shit.
No, that's a good reason. I was going to say only creeps and psychos wear sunglasses at night.
Here we go. 1 to the 3 ball. Not a challenge. But what is a challenge? 3 to the 4.
3 to the 4.
You gotta go from right side of the table back to left side of the table.
Okay, so to do that, I'm going to be hitting up on this one like easy, trying to get back to center table, and then I'm going to be using those rails to try to get back on this side too. And a lot of top.
Yeah, you definitely want to...
Because you need to be on the left side of the table to go at that 4.
Well, you need to be on the top half of the table from how we're looking at it, right? Because you want your angle on the 3 to be a bit shallow. Don't get behind the 4. Nice.
He's
Very
good.
nice.
He's good.
So, yeah, a good draw stroke will get you back.
Okay.
And realistically, it'd be real hard to overdraw this. Looks like he's going high, though.
Oh!
Little help from the 9. Okay. The angle...
We got a rattler.
I hate to say it, but the angle was never there to go high inside.
Yeah.
Especially on new cloth.
Ooh! Cliffhanger.
Ooh, she got
And it fell off the cliff. That was...
Does she have a shot on the 4, or is the 8 just a little bit in the way?
She's...
She's going to try and twist it.
Twist it out.
Wow. Okay.
Play a safe.
Yeah, I think
That's a nice safe.
It's tucked up under that 10 just
That
enough.
is a really excellent save.
Oh, man. This is brutal. So it's got a 10, or it's got a 2 rail out of the
Oh
lower
my
right.
God, this is so brutal.
It is, because from this
Because
angle...
you can't get there that way. You can't get there that way. You're not going that way. You have to go 2 rails here.
Well, you got to go 2 rails, and you got to hit it wide with a lot of spin.
Right, because you got to get around that 6. And get back over. Oh, what a... This, woof.
Right, because if you want to go at it like a standard way and
Dirty.
double that lower right-hand corner real close, probably run into the 6 on your way to 4. So you have to hit it like closer to that middle diamond with a bunch of spin and spin over. Yeah, it's an unnatural angle.
Yeah, just call her Christina Aguilera because that shit is dirty. And now we're going to have to talk about assless chaps again. Do you remember that video? Music video?
Trying to forget.
What? I'm trying to forget hot-ass Christina Aguilera in the early 2000s wearing assless chaps?
Well, it just invokes all the assless chaps you can see.
Oh, got the 9. It was a nice try because, man, that was tough,
That was
but
one-
that was a successful save that
That was-
resulted in a ball in hand for Sarah.
It was. That was also one of those shots where you don't go for it. Just like, this is a really unnatural angle. My options to actually hit it and get safe or low, tie something up.
Oh, Alfie in the chat. Thanks for tuning in, Alfie. Great to have you here. And yeah, if Dizzy, where's that Scotch doubles tournament happening? That your buddy's looking for a partner. Nice control, Sarah.
she's well on her way to closing this out. Key thing, don't overroll this shot. Just got to make it. Great
Nice
job.
touch.
Maintained
At the midway. All right, well.
Maintained a real good angle on this 8.
If anybody's not doing anything and you want to go play in a doubles tournament, we got somebody looking. All right.
She knew enough to come out of the corner well. This isn't too bad. It's a little flat for the lower right-hand corner. But I think if
Got to
she's
roll forward with it.
going high inside,
Yes.
yep, no problem for her. Yep, she's a total shot maker.
Yeah. She's no slouch. That's for freaking sure.
She has a long bridge length, but she doesn't pull back to the back of her, she doesn't have an overly large
And with that,
backstroke as well.
she out.
Jeez.
6-9. And back to her break. Eagles tonight.
Yeah, they're both in the nest, just chilling. They don't curl up in the bowl anymore to sleep like little chickens. They stand up on a branch like a passerine. Sign of eagle maturity. I know, Kitty.
Oh, that's Michael Chose. Okay. Oh, we should go down and enter. Oh.
Well.
Don't tempt us with a good time.
I know. We just got a little bit too much to take
We
care
do
of
have.
tomorrow.
We got a lot of stuff to take care of tomorrow.
Two-ball got kind of helped out. Ooh, this is a good break.
Yeah.
Real good outcome.
Yep, it sure is.
Kind of a happenstance make on the 2-ball, but the balls just, they kind of reflect who's feeling good.
You know, Sarah has been super consistent with her 10-ball break throughout this.
Well, she doesn't overhit it.
She hasn't had a single dry break.
Her break is
this
not one of those.
entire matchup. She has had one scratch on a break, but she has made something every time.
Well,
broke.
she doesn't overhit it. It's only a 7-foot table. It's, the break shot is just like a firm shot. It's not like you got to get your whole body involved and break them as hard as you can.
Right.
Control the cue ball. Control where the 1-ball's going. Adjust to the table where your cue ball position is to start out to get one of those balls in the side pocket.
She's looking pretty in control right now.
Okay. It's easy to say that it might have rolled a little bit too far, but for her to get out of line on the 6-ball, she's going to have to try to do that from this angle. She could scratch by the 6, but I definitely think she's smart enough to not do that. Don't get behind the 8. Don't get behind the 8. Ooh.
Nope, just give it a little bump.
Definitely overhit that.
Oh, she put a little too much,
Boogers.
yeah, a little too much mustard. If you're Anthony right now, you gotta be happy about that.
What?
Oh, damn. That's a wizard shit for her.
Well,
What a shot.
I still see the toe of her shoe, so she must have called that.
Yeah.
Jeez. If you're Anthony, you're just like, what? Like, back at the table.
Yeah,
Cut
that's
this
just too
in.
bad after making a shot like that and then having to.
Well, she overrolled position to have to do that. So
I know, but damn, that was a sweet
it was
shot.
a sweet shot, but she was coming from a perspective of being out of control, and he banked it and missed.
Oh
If he
no!
had sliced that in,
Yep.
it would have been hard to not get shape.
Yes, I agree. The bank looked really natural to me too, though.
It did. It did.
Um,
But it's a lower percentage shot than the
well,
cut.
of course, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
Um,
However, it's easy
Anthony is a good banker, though, so
Mm.
you know.
to. Ooh. Okay. Unless she can just manage this distance, which I expect her to do.
Slow it down and
Flawless.
whew, making it look easy. In control. Nice out.
That'll put her on the hill.
And with that, Sarah's on the hill. Anthony's
Taking a break.
taking a breather. And this has been a really exciting match.
It sure has been.
Sarah is really finding her groove.
Yep. It's getting
Yeah.
comfortable. Who are those weirdos?
Thanks everybody for tuning in for another edition of our PNW Pool thing. I'm Stephanie Shurtliff,
I'm Jesse Johnson.
and this is our home that we stream out of, and we do it for the love of the game and the love of our pool community, and we appreciate your
The opportunity to share my dope ass mouth harp skills.
Okay. I was going to say thank you for your support and tuning in and coming and putting yourself out there on the stream. It's a really fun time. If you want to get in on that, friggin' do it. Send us a message. We will find you a date. We can even find you an opponent. Yes, Jesse did get a haircut. As somebody says, who is that? Mitchell. Said, you got your ears lowered.
I got my ears lowered.
That's what my grandpa used to say. What, did you lower your ears? Nope.
I'd never heard that before, so when he said that to me, I was like, "Oh no, are they sagging?
Yeah.
Is that what happens?"
It's like the substance or something. Your ears are starting to fall off.
Ugh, yeah.
No. He did get a haircut. He was getting a little shaggy there.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna grow it out in the face. All right. Oh, nothing down.
Oh,
but
man.
no shot on the one
I
for
would say-
Sarah. So
He almost sunk that 10. Not that it would have mattered,
whoa. Nice defense break.
but right.
That would be an interesting thing to develop. A break where it's a defensive break.
Yep, I like this. That's probably what I would do too. Just knock that 10 ball in. Spot it up. Make him take a bank shot. Although, he could slice this into the side too. There's opportunity.
There's no really tens, so where she put the cue ball mattered as much as anything on that shot. And ooh, I like what you did here, Anthony.
Ooh, that's tough.
That's real tough. The one rail.
There's so many balls in the way.
The one rail is iffy because of where the 10 is.
Yep, I hate it.
She's tying something up. She's like, "Oh, you think you got me? you don't.
But that was a successful save that resulted in a ball in hand for Anthony.
Well,
Um,
she's already won one, so he's going to probably hold the cue ball behind this 9. I think. Yep. Okay, unfortunately, I think she might have a window to actually hit. Maybe, we'll find out. Maybe the 10 is in the way and she can't get a look at it because she's on 1. And I don't see how that's going to make it happen.
Oh.
So now she's on 2. Is he going to tell her? Ooh. Okay, it's going to be a little tricky to get another safe here that it results in a ball in hand just because he's got to get the one ball tied up. The one ball's so far away from those clusters. He's got to move one of those 2 balls into a place she can't hit it. So if he is able to pull off this 3 foul, I'm going to be real curious to see how he could do it. Because one of those 2 balls has to move a lot to get locked up somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh.
If he could have gotten in between those,
Yep.
he would have had it. But I think she can see it.
I think so too. Yep.
Oh.
She's hit it a little too firm. So going to get behind the 8. It
Is
is.
Oh, my God.
The one ball traveled like 30 feet and still got safe.
Right? Not too shabby. This looks good. Nice.
Looking real good.
But
like,
then
she
shit,
moved the 2
I know,
earlier.
but that decision she made paying off now.
I don't know if it's makeable.
I don't know either. Could you go into the rail and double kiss it in?
Ooh. Maybe.
Or, she almost made it.
Well, even though he's got a shot on it, he's got some traffic to deal with. How do you push through all this stuff or deal with it in a way you can make it
Freaking
3?
use top
Frickin' use top.
and don't go too hard.
Frickin'.
Or just use bottom and go hard and scratch. Well, that's a shitter.
Yeah, let's see here. She, getting shape on the 6 from the 4. Isn't going to matter because she just said, you know what? I'm not even going to try for it. I'm just going to mess with you.
Well, he's on 1 foul.
He's going for the jump again. All right.
Okay.
Been real successful with his jump so far, so has no problem getting over the ball. And it seems to have worked out in his favor, at least somewhat.
Yeah, I think she can.
You think she can catch that edge?
I think she can.
The edge of the
I think she should call the 9. I think she can do this. Oh.
Oh, man.
Nice
Yeah.
2-way, though.
The balls know who's feeling good, you know what I mean? Well, there's just as many good things that can happen with a kick attempt at this 3 as there are bad things, so.
Mm-hmm.
If the cue ball hits it on the right side, it could end up behind the 8. Yeah. Okay.
Nope, that was solid. You put that ball in that middle diamond on the short rail. When in doubt, that's what you're supposed to do, is what I was taught. It's not the easiest place to have to try to make something from.
It's not.
It's not. And it proves to snobby.
Yep. Leaving that cue ball on the rail that makes the shot.
JD, who challenged you to a 2K in the middle match? I'm so curious. Who's throwing down money like that? Because we want them on the stream. Okay. He's got a long shot here. Need to make this shot. Yes.
Nice.
Need to not get behind the 7.
Yep, Anthony is just not getting the rolls he needs when he needs them.
Yeah, he just really had, it just doesn't seem like the pool gods are on his side this evening.
Well, that shot could have
However,
worked out a lot worse.
It's
than
not
it did.
over yet, so, Goonies never say die.
Well, you know what's in effect right now?
And we're all Goonies around here.
You know what's happening is, like we always say, that what are the 2 most difficult games to win? The first and the last.
Yep.
Sarah's trying to win the last one to put it away, but they're going back and forth. So he's going to cut this in. He's going to hit it too thin.
I mean, he hit it, though.
Yeah. And,
So that is her leave.
mm-hmm.
That's a lot of green.
It's tough to hit it that thin.
Right?
Like, I'm just going to slice it so thin it moves less than an inch.
That was so thin.
Man, she just pocketed that so clean and easy. Rolled a little far here.
A little bit. Just like... Ooh. Yep, she's got to go up and come back on it.
Is she getting behind the... Oh, man. I
Get
was almost
outta
just
here.
like,
Like,
wow.
what?
What a roll that was almost. I mean, it's still kind of a roll because... Make this in the side. Go ahead. Knock yourself out. But what do you got on the 8 ball after that?
I know, because then it's just going to roll straight that way. And that was smart play.
What it can do is hit the 7.
Yeah, he's just like,
and
damn,
leave.
can't get nothing easy from her.
It might be, if you can't make the
She
the
playing
7,
tough.
he can shoot the turquoise 7 up past the side and leave the cue ball behind the 9. It's an easy blocker situation, I think. Because right now, if you don't have a ball you can make, you want to get back to the table. I mean, am I wrong? Yeah, no, shoot the 7 up. One diamond past the rail, and just let the cue ball roll up towards the back of that 9.
Did you ever play that game in school, Heads Up, 7 Up?
Yeah.
I love that game.
Well, it was really great. Yeah, and what a great invention for teachers that just need students to pass some time.
Yeah, everybody put your head on the desk and close your eyes and stick your thumb out.
Right.
And be quiet.
I'm too
What a friggin' racket those teachers were running on us.
Oh.
What a shot!
That was excellent. Now do another one. Yeah, no, heads
You
up
gotta
7
bank
up.
it.
It's like, hey, I'm too hungover.
Or you gotta safety it.
too hungover to teach today, and all the TVs are rented out by other hungover teachers.
Right?
So y'all
Heads
gotta
up,
play,
7 Up.
So you're gonna play Heads Up, 7 Up. Yeah, when you're a kid, you don't think of that, but then now I'm like, oh, they were hungover.
Or they just weren't having any. Didn't want to deal with a bunch of kids that day.
Yeah, as great as teachers are, what an honorable profession. They're
For
still
real.
human. Still human. Toughest job on earth.
Yeah. Teachers and nurses, man.
Raising other people's kids. Come on now.
Angels on earth.
Yep. And what is he going to do here? Oh. I don't know. He's left distance, and it looks like it's going to be kind of flat. And it's close to the rail, so we got to test her for Sarah. Sarah has a stroke for this shot, though. And really pocket the ball. Enough angle it can bounce up enough for a shot in the lower left-hand corner. Yep.
Oh boy, this could be a wrap, folks. And once again, she's done it and made it look so good. Oh, I had to say that, didn't I?
Look what you did.
I'm a little jerk.
Look what you did. All right, well, she's missed that. She's giving Anthony another shot at this 9-ball.
How many boom shakalakas were there during your guys' match, Dizzy and Travis?
631.
Boom shakalaka.
Just on repeat. He's got to make this ball.
Okay.
He's got to
So,
get shape on the
okay.
10.
Right.
He's still in this match right now, though.
I would not hit this hard. I would go firm, but I wouldn't go hard.
He's in a tough spot because he's got to pretend like there is no past right now and just enjoy this shot and make it, you know.
I like the speed.
There you go. There you go. You almost got to forget that you're in a match right now.
Yeah.
Because you got to win 5 games before she wins 1.
Yeah, you're just playing pool.
You can. You totally can. She's done it. Nice.
He says, not yet.
7-10. It's game 18. That means it's her break.
That is correct. Ooh.
Ooh, cue on the table. We got break time. I need a break too. Not too long.
Not too long. Okay. Great. We're not going to take a break for too long. I think just a quick bathroom break. Everybody's nerves are running high. We are... Sarah's on the hill. Anthony's staging a comeback. This is good action.
Oh, sweet. Julie Fraser in the chat. Chris Ravens in the chat.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in for another edition of our amateur
Pool extravaganza.
extravaganza.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you can't say extravaganza like without some...
Like a carny.
Yeah, no, it's an extravaganza.
Right.
I was going to say more like a drag queen, but... Yeah. P&W Pool Thing. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook. Come put your money where your mouth is. Get on a stream. Hang out with us. It's a fun time.
Yeah, we say like and subscribe. It just helps us help promote the people that come and play here. Because that's one of the things we do. Is like, oh, what would you like to promote? Give us a business card. We'll talk about it on stream.
Yeah.
If you come play here, we will support what you're up to. So, the more people like and subscribe, the more people
Find out about us.
get to see the people in our community
And-
that we all love and care about.
Exactly. Get to see more about you
Hmm.
and the people that we have on the stream. So, again, thanks everybody for being here with us tonight as we come down to the wire. It's exciting 7-10 match in a race to 11 of 10 ball.
I'm curious. Man, isn't that interesting? So on this camera, you could be like, those pool cues almost look parallel. But then on this view, no. And that's just physics of the way light goes through lenses.
Thank you, Mr. Science.
Yep.
For that fun lesson.
There's a little bit of warping that's going to happen no matter what. And furthermore, that happens with your own eyeballs. So don't act like we're the weirdos. You have eyeballs too. We got Chad Karakawa in the chat. Dr. Chad asking, where's this stream coming from? Well, Chad, this stream is coming from Vancouver, Washington, just across the river from Portland, Oregon. Chad Kurakawa is a podiatrist, a really great podiatrist, and a wonderful friend of ours, as long as it's the same Chad Kurakawa, right?
Yeah, well,
Look
probably
at that
is.
Dr. Chad in the chat.
So that's one awesome thing about our pool community is that you can pretty much find someone who does everything, right?
Did you cut off any feet today, Chad? We got to see Chad in Vegas. Wasn't that amazing?
That was fun.
Right. No, it was awesome. Love that guy.
Okay, nice shot, Anthony.
There's an ant in Anthony. Popular children's book. Popular shot right here is making the 2-ball. Way to go.
Really popular. Everybody loved it.
Oh, different Chad. Okay.
Is it a different chat, or is he saying nope, he didn't cut off any feet today?
Oh.
Like you asked him multiple questions.
Right.
We don't know which one he's
Right.
answering. And thank you, Alfie. We have fun.
Oof. Behind something. That'll do.
That'll
do.
Pig. No, you're not a pig. But I can't hear that saying without thinking it.
She's got to twist it. It's not going to work out. Is she going to... Oh, and she broke the 3 free. This is really going to help him out.
Oh, and that was a successful save that resulted in a ball in hand.
Is he going to try and do it behind the 5? Nope. Behind the 9-10. Don't think that's going to really provide too much cover.
Oh,
yeah.
that was a sassy hand on a hip. I know that move. That's one of my go-to moves. It's like that meme guy, from the basketball game that looks really disappointed.
Oh, for real.
We all know that one.
Okay, so she has freed up the 7 from the 8-ball, so it passes now. So let's see. Kind of work your way backwards and see where the cue ball needs to be on the 6 to get on the 7. So that's going to become an issue. But what has happened is Anthony's played a great, smart shot.
That is smart. And he needs to be on top of his smart game with her on the hill. So, good call. Nice execution. Oh, and she still almost got it. Ugh. Watch out, you guys. Sarah.
Well, cutting this 3-ball into the corner, not too big of a deal, but getting the right line off of that shot for the cue ball to get a good look at this 4 It's easy to let your nerves allow your brain to get in the way.
And he hit it on the pro side. However,
Kind of jumped up on the shot.
I think she can see that just fine.
Well, judging by the way Anthony kind of seemed to jump up on that shot, kind of seemed like she retied that up. Okay. We're getting a little weird here. But
would you expect anything less from us?
No, I wouldn't. But like we said, the toughest games to win are the first and the last.
Oh, she's going for it.
Anthony
Is she gonna?
has no, just more tied up.
Oy.
So yeah, the first and last games, the two hardest games to win in any set. And she just wants it to be over with. Things are tied up. Just wants an easy out to close it out.
Well, of course you want to easy out. Who wants I hope my last game is the hardest one. No.
Absolutely no.
Like,
I'm not saying that's supernatural at all. I'm just saying that the wanting of it makes it more difficult to have. You know what I mean?
Like, can you just go ahead and make all the balls and then scratch on the 9,
Right.
give me ball in hand on the 10, wrap it up?
But you get into some interesting psychology here because now Anthony feels like, well, I don't have anything to lose. So
there's nothing more dangerous than a man with nothing to lose.
Right. So he's going to loosen up a little bit.
I feel like that's a quote from Taken or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a Liam Neeson quote.
Right.
Maybe In the Gray. Did you ever see that movie?
In the Gray?
No, it's just The Gray with Liam Neeson.
Oh, right.
Where he has to, his plane goes down in Alaska, and he's being stalked by a pack of wolves. And he has to, fist fight a pack of wolves. And he finds a bunch of airplane, vodkas, and he smashes them up and makes, broken bottle.
Wow. No, I haven't seen
brass
that.
knuckles. No, you haven't seen that?
No. It sounds great, though.
Yeah. Liam Neeson. He has a very particular set of skills.
Yeah, I hear he's okay at finding
Yeah,
people.
TG, I know. That's my biggest bitch about the entire movie.
Hey, man, it can't have ended any worse than The Happening. Fuck that movie.
Where nothing happened.
All right. Make this shot. Oh, get a rail.
Get up in there. No, that was a really good idea, though, to, tie all that up.
See.
However, this...
Don't get stuck behind the 8 when you break this out if you hit the 8. Okay.
Perfect.
She glanced off of it. Well, ladies and germs, the leave from the 8, the 9 to the 10 could get a little strange. Well, look at this. Yep. Yeah, to me, it just kind of says she's a little burned out on this and just wants it to be over with and just kind of...
Oh. No, this is a good shot because the angle on trying
that is. Yeah, she did the right thing there.
This is a great alternative to try than trying to force that 8 because you have your Z bank is more natural than trying to force that into one side. You're going to have to use a bunch of English. You're going to have to use speed control and let it open. You can't just rocket this fucker in. I mean, this guy in.
He's either got to decisively bank it back into the lower left-hand corner or...
Yeah, cross bank would be better.
Play to hit it
thin.
thin.
He's still... Okay.
Okay.
Don't hit it too hard. You got to let it open up. Oh!
Option... Oh, no. It's going to hang up.
Oh.
Yep. She's got to tap it in, stun it backwards off the 9, shoot the 10 in the upper left.
No pressure. Nicely played.
Yep. So you go, oh, that's a lot of angle. No, it'd just be easier to get a little bit closer to the 10. A little bit more effortlessly. Just don't overhit it.
Okay.
All right. I mean, more of a tester than you want on a game-winning ball. She got it.
And with that, she is out like a light. And Sarah reigns supreme the last 2 nights. Oh, double hand claps for her.
She deserved it.
She sure
She
did.
kind of had a decisive command over that match the whole time.
Right? That was a great out. I'm going to go get Sarah for some thoughts. And you're not going to end the stream without me.
I promise I will not do that. Hey, yeah, well, go see which one of them wants to go first or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe Anthony wants to come here to prefer. Blah, 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 blah. All right, everybody, that was a great match. And as we can tell, it seems right now that Sarah carried over her comfort with the table conditions from what she did last night through to this night. So she played great. She definitely seemed like she had a little bit more command over the table conditions than did Anthony. And here she is. All right, Sarah.
Hi, Jesse. How'd it go for you?
It went great for me. It was
Okay.
really fun to sit here in the booth and watch you shoot. Last night, I was kind of saying, the way you hit the ball, longer bridge length, but you don't have that long of a backstroke, and you hit a lot of center ball very well. Your game reminds me a lot of Earl.
It's quite the compliment.
Yeah, just the way you hit the ball. It's super effective. You don't have too much backstroke to get yourself in trouble. Good acceleration through the ball.
Thank you.
So, yeah, a lot of good things there. But I wanted to ask you, do you think that tonight you just had a little bit more experience with the table and more comfortability going in than perhaps Anthony did?
Much so, yeah, very much so. I mean, there's a big benefit to playing 2 nights in a row. It just happened to be with timing. It wasn't necessarily planned. We were supposed to play end of last month, and so, it would have been more spread out, and this would have been my first match. He's a heck of a shooter. We were at a tournament together a couple weeks ago, and I was watching him shoot and knew that I'd have to bring my game, and, I got there was a lot of luck on my side in that match too. So I'm not, I have to acknowledge that part.
Right. Well, yeah. So where did you come from tonight to come out here? Were you out near the Beaverton area?
Yeah, I live in Southwest Portland.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Anthony, they came up from the Salem area today. A little bit more of a travel, and yeah, you played a competitive match here 12 hours ago or 24 hours ago. So
Yeah.
conditions. Have you hit a ball on a table since then?
Yeah, I practiced at home a little
Okay.
bit today, about an hour, and I try and always be prepared in any time I'm going to play a match, regardless of the circumstances. And it was a big benefit. I mean, I really felt like I got used to the cloth last night and knew how it was going to react. And I also, just really focused on my safety play. And I think every time I came to the table, with a couple of exceptions, I really asked myself, where's the run out, and is this really feasible? And if not, then really try to look for those safes a little bit earlier in the match as opposed to last night.
Right. Well,
Yep.
did a great job.
Thank you.
It never seemed like you were in danger of kind of losing the momentum that you established. So,
Thank you. Yeah, I tried to use the timeouts and away from the table to my advantage, he actually took a lot more timeouts, which helped me in a couple positions where I didn't have to take them. And I don't know if that, had an effect on him, but he's a really great shooter. I mean, you got to bring your game, and you could definitely say we both played like almost 500s in a lot of ways, right? Not seeing the table well at times, and getting lucky, and maybe shooting at things that I would speak for myself. I shot at things I shouldn't have shot at, and didn't really think through a couple of times. But I think luck prevailed, and I'm thankful for that.
Well, as they say, you either win or you learn. But it sounds as though what you're saying is that you won and learned.
Yeah, I really
so that's
yeah.
really good mark of an awesome pool player. So well said. I like that.
Thank you.
What's next for you
What's next? Oh, that's a good
in
question.
your competitive journey?
Let's see. There's a women's 500 and under on July 5th at Midway.
Cool.
Michael Cho's gonna run,
Nice.
and so I'm looking forward to that. I think I'll be really competitive in that field, and mixed or women, or it doesn't matter. It's just I want to get out there and compete against people that
Right.
are gonna give me a challenge. And
Well, that's the prophecy of the Fargo system: is that it doesn't matter what your gender is. It's just the data that says how you play. So.
Yeah, I try
Gender
not
or
to get
not.
into the numbers too much, and let it get in my head. And
Right.
I'm always looking for more challenging matches. So, if there's any, 550, 600 out there, I'd be willing to put up that challenge, because that's the way we get better, right? Pool's really unique in that, is that you have got to play people that are better than you.
Yeah,
to get
shoot over
better.
your head, I would say.
Yeah, exactly.
Play a 550, 560, something like that.
Yeah.
Put them on the spot.
Yeah,
They're supposed to win, and I think they'd be challenged.
Yeah, I've had some good luck against them. In USAPL, we have some handicap matches, and it tends to go well. And so I've got a lot of robustness. I'm over 3,800, so it's hard to move that mark very much.
It's totally true.
But just get out there and try.
Nice. Well, absolutely. We'll look forward to seeing you back here in another match soon, and also look forward to you continuing what seems to be a meteoric rise in your passion for the game and your playing ability. And for those of you watching out here, if you want to be challenged, hit up Sarah for a match.
Back-to-back dominant beast.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you both for the opportunity, and again, I said it last night, but I want to make sure in case there's people watching tonight. I mean, you guys are really generous hosts to open your home like this, and you've got wonderful equipment and just a really nice room and a wonderful home, and it's beautiful, and you're really
well,
great
thank you
people,
very much.
so thank you.
I mean, glad you had a good time here, and that's our goal, is to make sure that anybody who comes here and plays has a nice time. And
Oh yeah, well you were successful. I've had a great time.
oh, thank you so
Thank
much.
you very
Great
much.
to see you again. Congratulations on your continued streak of shooting well.
Thank you so much.
We're looking forward to seeing what you do next.
Cross
so.
my fingers it continues.
Hey man, you win some, you lose some, you learn every time, and onward through the fog.
That's
So,
right. That's right. All right. Thank you, Jesse.
Absolutely. And with that being said, I'll try and get Anthony in here for a few words if he'd like to.
That is going to be a pass.
Okay.
So,
Hey, he's got that right.
yeah, absolutely. You don't have to be on. You don't have to talk if you don't want to. However, we want to thank everybody tonight for tuning in and joining us for another edition of the P&W Pool Thing, where we have pool things happening.
Yeah, we
all
just
the
love
time.
hosting matches between players that want to compete, want to challenge themselves, want to match up, want to lock horns.
Yeah, we want to thank Anthony and Sarah for a fantastic show tonight. Some good dramatic action. And thank all of you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe. Tell your dad.
Tell your dad's barber or seamstress. Look at that nice deer.
and have an awesome weekend. We will be back on Sunday with
Sunday we got the
with a-
double Father's Day
a
match.
Dad's Day extravaganza. So
Mike D and Dylan D versus Scott and Torrin Bernard. They got 3 different matches they're going to play: a singles
all
for the
right,
sons, singles for the dads, and then a Scotch doubles.
all right, everybody.
We are going to
We'll see you on the next stream. Thanks for tuning in.
Until then, we